Kick-ass facts, historical myths about the female body, and a Bellesa spicy toy ding giveaway. Pew, 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 pew! In the early days of medicine, the female reproductive organs were regarded with suspicion. And in ancient Greece, one of the primary diagnoses for female troubles was the wandering womb. This described a condition whereby the uterus could migrate throughout the body and take up residence in different areas within the torso, attracted by fragrant smells. Oh, yep, she's on the move. She's on the move. This displacement of the uterus was blamed for many problems: knee problems, sleep issues, vertigo, as well as hysteria. Medical men and husbands would try to scare the womb back into position by applying bad smells or loud noises. Yeah, she's going back. She's like a coyote. You gotta make loud noises. Show it who's boss. In the early days of train travel, people believed that a woman's uterus would shoot right out of her body if the train would go above 80 kilometers per hour or 50 miles per hour. The myth of vagina dentata, or biting vaginas, also the name of my new punk band, is found all over the world. The basis of this myth is that some women had a full set of teeth in their no-no parts specifically made to any unlucky fellow who tried to trifle with them. This biological impossibility was believed as fact everywhere from Russia to Japan to India. In many of these myths, brave men needed to remove or break these teeth before getting up in those guts. There was even a 2007 movie about it called Teeth. During the Middle Ages, women were often seen as much more lustful than men. This view stemmed from the opinion that men were more rational, active creatures and closer to the spiritual realm, while women were carnal by nature. Although popular opinion saw women as sexually insatiable, it was also considered natural for women to take on a more submissive role during the act. Women were expected to be shy, as well as it was a man's obligation to interpret the signals sent out by their wives to satisfy them adequately. This focus on the male as active partner during the act had a significant influence on the acceptability of certain positions. The church believed any position other than missionary was unnatural, even suggesting that children conceived in other positions, especially from behind, would have birth defects because of their parents' deviant behavior. A 2nd century Greek physician believed that the body was ruled by humor fluids. Men typically had hot and dry humors, while women had inferior cold and wet humors. Under this theory, women and men had the same downstairs system, but because women were cold, our organs had simply moved inside our bodies to keep warm. In early medical illustrations, women's organs were labeled in comparison to their male counterparts. Ovaries were female testicles. In the 14th century, the royal physician gave 3 reasons for the specific placement of the breasts. First, they were located on the chest so they could be more easily viewed by men. Second, there was a mutually beneficial relationship between boobs and the heart. They kept each other warm and strengthened each other. Third, boobs, particularly large ones, served as a weight that helped maintain a woman's abdominal strength. In 1840, an English physician claimed that large breasts greatly benefited women from the lower rungs of society because they enabled women to bear the very severe blows which they often received in their drunken pugilistic contests. I mean, if I had $1. Conversely, women with flat breasts were presumed to have been pleasuring themselves too often. Too often probably meant once. But if that's not often enough for you, head over to the link in my bio, where if you register with Bellesa, you will get a free toy or a discount code.